The suspect that eluded law enforcement for several hours in rural Scottsbluff County back in court. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Gehring man apprehended in a rural Scottsbluff County field after crashing a stolen pickup has been arraigned on the charges in district court. In late March, law enforcement spotted 25-year-old Crescencio Castillo in the vehicle in question, who led authorities on a pursuit before crashing the pickup near the intersection of County Roads 31 and G. Last Thursday, Castillo was arraigned on the charges, including possession of stolen property, flight to avoid arrest, leaving the scene of an accident, and willful reckless driving. A pretrial date has been set for August 5th. Sticking with the courts now, as a 2-day trial has been set for an Alliance woman involved in a November armed standoff. Court documents say officers conducting a welfare check on a juvenile were confronted at the door by Yadira Garza, holding a semi-automatic handgun and issuing threats, which started the incident that ended after more than 6 hours. The 34-year-old is facing felony charges, including use of a firearm to commit a felony and terroristic threats in Box Butte County District Court. Garza is set to stand trial on July 30th and 31st with a June 12th pretrial date set. And Chadron State College will recognize 354 candidates for graduation at spring commencement at the Chicoine Center on Saturday at 10 a.m. The event, honoring 274 undergraduates and 80 graduates, will be live streamed. This year's commencement speaker is longtime Gehring business owner and District 48 State Senator John Stinner. Roughly 75 graduates from the Panhandle are among the students that will earn their degree during Saturday's commencement. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. The Adventure West Council Boy Scouts of America will host its annual Tri-Trails Distinguished Citizen Dinner on Thursday. During the celebration, Rick and Patty Ediger will be honored with the Tri-Trails District Distinguished Citizens Award, while Troop 216's Drew Varner of Alliance will be presented with the Distinguished Scout Award. The awards are given to individuals who embody the high ideals of scouting, civic pride, leadership, and high integrity, and are dedicated to improving the community and making it a better place. And the University of Nebraska Medical Center will honor 3 individuals, including one from the Panhandle, with special awards at its May 4th commencement in Omaha. Dr. Kent Lacey will be honored with the J.G. Elliott Award for his significant contributions to medicine and health programs for the state of Nebraska. Throughout his career, Dr. Lacey has been lauded for his mentorship of nursing and medical students and family medicine residents, as well for his caring manner. The other 2 being honored are Dr. Michael Satirius and UNMC Emeritus Professor Dr. Barry Gold.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens. Brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with some rain showers early, otherwise cloudy skies. It'll gradually clear as we get later tonight into early tomorrow morning. Temperatures pretty chilly overnight, falling down into the 30s. Yesterday's high was 63 after our morning low of 46. We did have 0.06 of an inch of rain in the rain gauge. That puts us just a couple of hundred short for the month. Right about where we should be, actually, as we wrapped up April, and 0.7 above normal as we go into May. Rain chances Thursday night into Friday. Friday's our best chance of seeing some rain. Also Sunday, then Monday, and maybe even Wednesday of next week. Going to have to pay really close attention to Monday for the winds. They're going to be strongest on Monday, but look what happens tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, then, of course, Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday of next week. We're breezy to windy in a pattern here that's going to set up to be quite breezy here over the next several days. Isolated severe storm chances from McCook up through Kearney and over to Lincoln and south tonight. Tomorrow, that pushes further south and east away from us, and just a marginal risk of severe storms on Friday over southwestern Nebraska as stuff stays off to the east of us. Temperatures right now in the 40s and 50s, a couple there right at 60 near Ogallala. Winds out of the southeast in some areas, south in others, and straight out of the west coming off the high country in that 5 to 15 mile an hour range. A few gusts over 20 at times as well. Take a look at our out the door forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be about 40, 43 or so, and you head out the door around 8 by afternoon time, maybe as warm as the low 60s. Futurecast tonight shows any rain shower activity moving out early. Tomorrow is going to be a sunny day. We'll start to see more clouds build up late tomorrow night and into Friday. We set the stage for a little more shower activity, and then Friday night, even more shower activity across the region. And it's going to be cool. Temperatures overnight down near that freezing mark. Highs tomorrow in the 50s and low 60s. As far as precip amounts go, we'll see some light amounts tonight, more light amounts tomorrow, and especially into Friday. And when it's all said and done, we'll total up a few tenths of an inch of moisture. Snowfall is certainly going to be limited to the high country. Cloudy skies early tonight, then clearing skies and lows down around 34. For tomorrow, mostly sunny. Highs right around 63. Not too bad tomorrow. And then it'll be breezy, though. We bring the rain showers back Friday. Temps drop to near 50. In the 60s Saturday. Sunday, a nice little warm-up. Going to be a little windy, though. And then we bring more showers in. Monday looks very windy. And 60s for all the first half of next week.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Fox Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Ag Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint, you're driving home our reputation.
An autonomous machine that researchers were using to plant a field. The footage was captured at a research facility not far from the capital city, which has a rich history. Rogers Memorial Farm is a no-till farm that grows corn, soybeans, sorghum, and wheat. In this story, we'll look at how that farm is helping to propel agricultural research at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
Just a few miles east of Lincoln, Nebraska, stands a farm with an inconspicuous old white barn on about 320 acres of land with a diverse crop selection. This farm is staffed with only one full-time position. Stuart Hoff serves as the research farm manager here. While this site is a testament to the benefits of no-till farming, Stuart tells us it's evolved a great deal since his initial experience on the property, thanks in part to much of the work of his colleague, Paul Yassa.
Originally, I was a student in mid-1980s under Mark Schroeder, the farm manager at that time. At that time, the farm was mostly a tillage farm. Did mostly corn, some corn, soybeans was the majority, and wheat was the majority of the crops at the farm at that time. Then in the 1990s, early 1990s, I became full-time for the department at that time, and Mark Schroeder moved the farm into a full no-till after seeing what was done with plots that Albert Dickey and Paul Yassa were doing, and he also incorporated that into the other ground that the department had at the ENAREC facility up at Meade.
Paul Yassa, who was recently recognized for his contributions to no-till farming, has spent several years at Rogers Memorial Farm. He tells us while his work here has enhanced his extension education programs for farmers around the state, the farm has also been utilized by groups such as NRCS and the Ag Research Service.
Well, at the Rogers Memorial Farm, I've been working there for a large number of years, and it's a sort of a trial proving ground for me, and it actually adds a lot to my extension programs, because when I go out and talk to producers, then I've actually been doing it in the field myself, and that's one of the beauties of the farm. It's allowed me to try a lot of things to take out to producers. Well, when it comes to Rogers Memorial Farm being a host to other groups coming out, ARS, the Ag Research Service, had a set of plots out there that they ran for 40 years, comparing different tillage systems for corn and soybean production. And it's the kind of thing where they were taking some in-depth measurements in the field, in the soil itself, the kind of thing that an extension engineer doesn't do. And so again, it added a lot to the database on tillage systems. Now, NRCS, we're twofold there. One is they've used us as a training site. We've conducted the national training for all the NRCS new employees, 2016 until COVID shut us down in 2020. But every new employee came in for a 3-week class in Lincoln and spent about 5 days or parts of 5 days out at the farm where they could actually see the practices we are using to actually see how soils improve.
Since its inception, Rogers Memorial Farm has evolved into a self-sustaining triumph of no-till farming practices. Planting and harvesting on the property are generally overseen by Stuart and Paul. The profits from commodity sales generated by the crops raised by Paul and Stuart are the main source of revenue that keep this operation running.
We raise soybeans, corn, sorghum, and wheat, winter wheat on the farm. We don't have a lot of storage. We can store about 12,000 bushels on the farm. So I'm contracting some soybeans off the farm before we harvest. And so I got room to put all the remaining soybeans in the bin for later sales. I maneuver things around, so corn goes in another bin. For last 10 years, up until last year, I was raising white corn because it had a market premium over yellow. Then the market's flipped, so I moved over and produced less corn, mostly for plot areas, and put in more sorghum because I kind of seen the drought coming. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to push more of that on the farm again. So
this forward-thinking operation truly is a realistic setting for the future of agriculture, which is trending towards smaller operations globally. As the Rogers Memorial Farm operation looks to future partnerships and more robotic innovations hitting their fields, Paul and Stuart are certain that this research facility will continue to lead local and national farming practices well into the future. Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Bill Dodd.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
take a look at your midweek community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, don't miss the Scottsbluff YMCA's Corks, Forks, and Brews event coming up this Friday, May 3rd at the Gehring Civic Center. Your ticket price includes dinner, beer and wine tastings, live music from the Greendales, and silent and live auctions. YMCA Director Conrad Bostrin tells KNB News they have a special project in mind for the funds raised during this year's event.
This specific project is we're going to put a dividing curtain in our north gym. That's the old original gym. And get your directions right. You'll know which one's north. And we're hoping that will give us better program space, better efficient use of space, and also cut down on noise and what have you in that area. So we're looking forward to having that for our north gym.
Tickets are $80 and you must be 21 or older to attend. You can contact the YMCA for tickets at 635-2318. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.